Just before the darkness settles and before the stars appear, there's a shade between the colors that only visits here. I stand upon the balcony, looking over rooftops far, watching evening slowly borrow every outline from the dark. The world feels undecided between ending and beginning, like a song still finding rhythm before the first note enters in. Everything feels softer, everything feels new during that small moment, painted blue. Blue, our balcony, holding up the sky, not asking for attention, just passing by. Every fading color, every drifting view. Blue, our balcony, waits for you. Apartment lights awaken one by one below, tiny constellations beginning to glow. Someone waters flowers, someone closes blinds, thousands little stories living separate lives. And somehow in that distance I feel less alone, standing in the blue hour, watching from home. No need to understand it, no need to hold it tight. Some moments simply happen before becoming night. Blue, our balcony, floating overhead, keeping all the colors that the daylight shed. When tomorrow calls me, I'll still remember you. Quiet little balcony, and your evening blue. At the edge of town, there's a store still open after midnight. Fluorescent lights against the dark, a tiny island bright. The parking lot is nearly empty, except for one old car, and above the roofline waiting, a field of scattered stars. Inside the radio is playing something soft and low, while refrigerators hum along in a steady glow. Ordinary places sometimes shine the most when the world grows quiet and the roads are almost closed. Starlight convenience store, awake while others sleep, keeping little moments people rarely keep. Every glowing aisle, every midnight tune. Starlight convenience store beneath the moon. A traveler buys a coffee, someone grabs a snack, then disappears into the night without looking back. Yet somehow those brief moments become part of the scene, like pages in a story no one else has seen. Not every landmark needs a famous name. Some become important simply by remaining. Starlight convenience store, standing all alone, making strangers feel at home before they're gone. Far beyond the shoreline, a lonely beacon stands, watching over darkened waters, guiding unseen hands. It never asked for gratitude, it never asked for praise. It simply keeps on shining through the foggy haze. Some nights feel like oceans, wide and difficult to read. That's when distant lights become exactly what you need. Even from afar, a single glow can guide across the open water through the tide. Sleepless lighthouse, standing through the storm, keeping watch through every wave, keeping sailors warm. Every steady signal breaking through the blue. Sleepless lighthouse leads me through. The sea keeps changing faces, the wind keeps changing songs, but the lighthouse keeps its promise all night long. Maybe strength is not about moving all the time. Maybe it is staying when the world declines. Not every journey needs a map held in your hand. Sometimes all you need is a light that understands. Sleepless lighthouse, shining from afar, helping lost directions find out where they are. When the morning reaches across the quiet sea, sleepless lighthouse still will be. I could take the shortcut, be there in a while, but tonight the longer road feels a little more worthwhile. Streetlights stretch across the pavement like ribbons made of gold. Every block holds something different, every turn unfolds. The city tells its stories to anyone who stays, listening to its heartbeat through the winding ways. No destination changes, no ending rearranged, but the journey somehow feels completely changed. The long way home tonight, through avenues and lanes, past familiar buildings and unexpected frames. Every extra minute, every extra mile, the long way home feels worthwhile. A bakery preparing for tomorrow's early crowd, a lone musician practicing his melody aloud. Little scenes unfolding without a grand design, yet somehow they become the highlight of the night. Sometimes what we're seeking isn't waiting at the end. Sometimes it exists in roads that gently bend. The long way home tonight, under fading stars, finding little wonders exactly where they are. The air begins to cool a little, leaves prepare to turn. Summer lingers at the edges, reluctant as it burns. A bicycle moves slowly down an avenue of gold, carrying an afternoon too beautiful to hold. The shadows stretch much longer than they did before, as another season knocks upon the door. Nothing stays forever, the trees already know. That's why every passing day feels brighter as it goes. September bicycle rolling through the light, following familiar roads toward the evening sky. Every turning wheel, every rustling tree, September bicycle stays with me. Children leave the playground one by one at dusk. Windows glow with amber colors, soft and full of trust. The world feels slower somehow, balanced in between the ending of one chapter and another unforeseen. Change arrives so gently, most days we hardly see, until we're looking backward at what used to be. September bicycle gliding through the year, leaving quiet memories to revisit later here. September bicycle, ooh, gliding through the year. There's a sound that hardly matters until the room grows still. A page turning in the silence, following its will. Not loud enough to interrupt, not soft enough to hide. Somewhere in the middle, like a slow and steady tide. Every chapter moving forward, one careful sheet at a time, building something larger without announcing its design. Nothing dramatic happens, nothing falls apart, just another page turning inside the heart. The sound of turning pages keeps the evening warm, small and ordinary, yet somehow reassuring. Every line behind me, every line ahead, the sound of turning pages fills the room instead. scattered dreams, all becoming neighbors between the seams. Some pages hold questions, some hold things I know, some simply remind me how much farther I can go. The turning never hurries, it never needs to race. Each page arrives exactly in its proper place. The sound of turning pages following the night, quietly continuing beneath the lamplight. When the final chapter closes, another one begins. The sound of turning pages never truly ends. The credits faded long ago, but nobody stood up right away. Outside, the pavement still glowed from the storm that passed today. The theater doors swing open to a city washed in light, reflections stretching endlessly across the road tonight. A poster moves beneath the breeze at the corner of the square. The story from the screen still lingers somewhere in the air. People drift in separate directions, carrying scenes away, little pieces of a narrative into the rest of the day. Not every ending ends when the credits roll. Sometimes it follows quietly into your soul. Cinema after rain, neon on the street, holding on to moments that feel bittersweet. Every shining puddle, every passing frame. Cinema after rain stays the same. A bicycle rolls through colors painted on the ground. The city becomes a projector without making a sound. A melody from the movie returns unexpectedly, blending with the traffic lights and distant company. Maybe every evening leaves a scene behind, stored away somewhere inside the mind. Cinema after rain, glowing in the dark, turning ordinary corners into works of art. The harbor wears a silver coat under the afternoon. Boats sway gently with the tide beneath the drifting moon. Seagulls trace invisible paths across the cooling breeze, while distant ships become small dots beyond the edge of seas. Nothing seems in a hurry, nothing feels too far. The water gathers pieces of sunlight from afar. The horizon keeps extending further farther than I know, inviting every dream to quietly let go. Clouds over the harbor, floating slow and free, carrying reflections across the sea. Every changing shadow, every shifting hue, clouds over the harbor pull me through. The ropes along the docks hum softly with the wind, stories of departures and places people've been. The waves erase footprints before they settle on, teaching how to move ahead without holding on. Not every destination needs to be defined. Sometimes wonder is enough to occupy the mind. Clouds over the harbor, drifting through the day, leaving traces of calm before they fade away. The season feels temporary, like it knows it cannot stay. Yet every afternoon arrives as if it owns the day. Warm pavement after rainfall, open doors and distant songs, moments stretching comfortably as the evening rolls along. Nothing here is permanent, nothing needs to be. That's exactly why it matters a little more to me. Every passing sunset, every passing breeze feels like something borrowed, carried through the trees. Borrowed summer, stay a little while, leave another memory, leave another smile. Even if you vanish when the colder weather comes, borrowed summer still becomes. Old photographs in drawers, future memories in disguise, living in the present before they crystallize. Friends talking on sidewalks long after daylight ends, moments becoming stories before anyone intends. Nothing lasts forever, that was always true. Maybe that's the reason we hold on to you. Borrowed summer, golden and bright, drifting through the afternoons and into the night. When another season knocks upon the door, borrowed summer will remain once more. Wooden shelves and paper scents, treasure stacked by careful hands. Dust dances through the sunlight, resting in the air. Every title holds a doorway, leading somewhere rare. The owner knows the regulars by faces more than names, while old clocks keep ticking softly through the changing days. Some places never hurry, some places never fade. They quietly keep stories long after they are made. Corner bookstore, waiting by the road, holding countless worlds within its gentle walls. Every worn out paperback, every faded spine. Corner bookstore feels like time. A forgotten note falls out from a novel left behind. Someone else's memory, another distant life. And somehow in that moment, the years begin to blend. Strangers separated by decades meet without intent. Not every adventure needs a train or sea. Sometimes turning pages is enough for me. Corner bookstore, standing through the years, keeping little fragments of laughter, hope, and tears. Drops race across the glass tonight, drawing paths that disappear. Tiny rivers made of silver, shifting as the tracks draw near. Every station passes slowly, then dissolves into the dark, leaving only brief reflections, like a fading spark. Someone reading by the doorway, someone sleeping in their seat. Dozen separate destinations following the same heartbeat. No one knows each other, no one needs to speak. Still there's something comforting in journeys incomplete. Train window rain tonight, running through the view, turning distant city lights into something new. Every passing shadow, every blurred neon sign. Train window rain slows down time. Outside feels like watercolor, melting into shape. Buildings, bridges, avenues, sliding from the frame. The rhythm of the railway, steady underneath, carries every thought away, like a drifting leaf. Maybe every journey needs a little blur to remind us movement is what we're made for. Train window rain tonight, fading into dawn, leaving quiet memories long after it's it's gone. At the far end of the cafe, near the rain-streaked glass, there's a little wooden table, watching seasons pass. It has seen first conversations and long afternoons, students chasing deadlines under autumn moons. Coffee rings and notebooks, stories left behind, years of fleeting visitors passing through in time. Some places keep memories without saying a word, holding on to echoes that nobody heard. The last table by the window, looking out all day, watching strangers come and go, then drift away. Every scattered notebook, every steaming cup, the last table by the window never gives them up. Snow has touched the glass before, spring has painted green, summer brought its golden glow, and everything between. Still the table patiently waits for someone new to spend another evening there, thinking something through. Furniture remembers more than people know. Through the changing weather and the years that flow, the last table by the window, quiet and unchanged, keeping countless memories neatly arranged. When the lights go out tonight and the cafe closes too, it will still be waiting there for someone passing through. The streets are nearly empty, storefront signs are dim, yet one machine keeps glowing like a lighthouse made of tin. Rows of colored bottles waiting patiently, reflecting little galaxies across the quiet street. A cyclist passes slowly, a taxi rolls away. The city seems suspended between tomorrow and today. Some lights stay awake long after others sleep, guarding tiny moments that people rarely keep. Midnight vending machine shining in the dark, a simple kind of comfort, a small electric spark. Every glowing button, every humming tone, midnight vending machine makes the night feel known. Someone buys a coffee, someone Someone grabs a tea, tiny choices underneath the moonlit canopy. Nothing monumental, nothing grand or loud, just ordinary life outside the crowd. Maybe that's the beauty of these unnoticed scenes. The world keeps softly turning between the bigger dreams. Midnight vending machine, bright against the blue, keeping quiet company for travelers passing through. Rows of shelves grow quieter as the evening settles in. The last few readers gather their belongings from within. Books return to silence, chairs return to place. The room feels like it's exhaling at a slower pace. Outside, the world keeps moving with its endless urgency, but inside, something gentler still remains with me. 1,000 different journeys resting side by side, waiting for tomorrow with nothing left to hide. Library at closing time, soft and warm and still, holding countless voices beyond the windowsill. Every borrowed story, every worn out spine. Library at closing time feels like peace of mind. A forgotten bookmark waits inside a novel's page, like a tiny reminder of another age. The lamps begin to dim, one section at a time, as if the room itself understands the hour's chime. Knowledge never sleeps, even when the doors are closed. It simply waits in silence until someone comes close. Library at closing time, before the lights go low, keeping all its secrets for tomorrow's glow. Before the buses start their routes, before the cafes fill, before alarms begin to ring and windows light the hill, there's a brief and fragile moment balanced in the air, where everything feels paused and nobody is there. The streets belong to sparrows, the sky belongs to dawn. The city hasn't fully woken, yet the night is nearly gone. A quiet kind of magic that vanishes too fast, a moment caught between the future and the past. Morning before the city, before the rush begins, holding all the silence beneath the waking wind. Every empty crosswalk, every sleeping sign. Morning before the city feels like borrowed time. The first train starts arriving, the first lights flicker on. Slowly the stillness breaks apart as darkness moves along. Yet for a few short minutes, the world is soft and clear, like it's taking one deep breath before the day appears. Not every beautiful thing lasts throughout the day. Some exist for moments, then quietly fade away. Morning before the city, gentle and bright, a final conversation between dawn and night. When the streets are crowded and schedules start to fly, I'll remember this calm hour as it passes by. Outside the branches shiver under clouds of gray, but inside rows of flowers quietly remain. Glass walls gather sunlight even on cold days, turning frost and silence into warmer shades. Tiny drops of water rest upon the leaves like miniature galaxies only gardeners see. Life continues softly even through the cold, finding ways to flourish without being told. Winter greenhouse glowing against the season's white, keeping little gardens alive through the night. Every blooming color, every growing vine. Winter greenhouse feels like time. The air is full of fragrance, the paths are calm and clear. A different world assembled inside the atmosphere. Outside waits December, inside waits spring, separated only by a sheet of glass so thin. Hope is often quiet, it rarely needs display. Sometimes it is simply growth that chooses not to fade away. Winter greenhouse glowing through the longest snow, holding all the colors the season doesn't show. A shoebox in the closet, covered in a layer of dust, filled with places I once meant to tell somebody about. Pictures of quiet coastlines, mountain roads at dawn, little cafes by the rivers, long after summer's gone. Every postcard carries a message never written down, just a photograph in silence from another town. Names of distant stations printed on the back, tiny traces of a journey following a track. Not every memory needs a destination to arrive. Some remain unfinished, yet somehow stay alive. Postcards never sent, waiting Postcards never sent still feel new. A harbor in the evening, a hillside wrapped in mist, moments that existed once and somehow still persist. I can almost hear the streets beyond the paper frame. Though the city may have changed, I remember it the same. Maybe some stories are meant to simply stay folded in a quiet box rather than sent away. Postcards never sent, sleeping in the dark, keeping old horizons safe inside their marks. The station sits beneath the clouds at the edge of town. Passengers arrive and leave as evening settles down. Announcements drift across the air, then vanish in the breeze. Suitcases and ticket stubs, traveling with ease. Every train suggests a place beyond the tracks ahead. 1,000 different stories by curiosity led. Departure has a beauty, arrival understands. Both are simply chapters written by our plans. Northern platform, waiting in the cold, holding dreams and destinations yet untold. Every distant headlight growing from afar. Northern platform knows where journeys are. A traveler checks a timetable, another reads a book. Some stare beyond the rails with a thoughtful look. The station lights begin to glow against the darkening blue, and every passing train carries something new. Maybe life is movement between what was and will be, a platform in the middle of possibility. Northern platform through the evening air, watching endless journeys disappear somewhere. A quiet avenue after midnight, windows glow and somewhere far away. Nothing urgent, nothing calling, just a little time to stay. There's a narrow street I visit when the city slows its pace. Rows of lanterns hanging softly, casting patterns through the space. Bicycles against the fences, shadows resting on the stone. Every corner feels familiar, yet I walk it on my own. The air carries distant laughter, fading somewhere out of sight, leaving only gentle echoes floating through the sleeping night. No destination waiting, no reason to rush through. of these moments passing by. Not everything needs answers, not everything asks why. The road continues onward, past another row of lights, and I continue with it through the quiet night. Lantern Street, carry me further than before, through familiar intersections toward another door. When the morning finds me, I'll remember where I've been, walking through that gentle glow again and again. I wish I had a pocket large enough to keep all the little evenings that disappear in sleep. Conversations on a sidewalk, music from a room, street lights waking slowly as daylight leaves too soon. Tiny moments vanish faster than they should, yet somehow they remain exactly where they stood. Not in photographs, not in souvenirs, but somewhere deeper across the years. Pocket full of evenings collected one by one, holding bits of twilight after they are gone. Every quiet memory, every fading view, pocket full of evenings carries through, carries through. A bench beside a river, a rooftop after dark, the first light of a cafe sign leaving its mark. Ordinary moments rarely understand how important they'll become before they leave your hands. Maybe that's the reason we treasure them so much, because they're gone before we know how deeply they can touch. Pocket full of evenings hidden in my coat, keeping old reflections quietly afloat. Just before the darkness settles and before the stars appear, there's a shade between the colors that only visits here. I stand upon the balcony, looking over rooftops far, watching evening slowly borrow every outline from the dark. The world feels undecided between ending and beginning, like a song still finding rhythm before the first note enters in. Everything feels softer, everything feels new during that small moment, painted blue. Blue our balcony, holding up the sky, not asking for attention, just passing by. Every fading color, every drifting view, blue our waits for you. Apartment lights awaken one by one below, tiny constellations beginning to glow. Someone waters flowers, someone closes blinds, thousands little stories living separate lives. And somehow in that distance I feel less alone, standing in the blue hour watching from home. No need to understand it, no need to hold it tight. Some moments simply happen before becoming night. Blue hour balcony floating overhead, keeping all the colors that the daylight shed. When tomorrow calls me, I'll still remember you. Quiet little balcony and your evening blue. At the edge of town, there's a store still open after midnight. Fluorescent lights against the dark, a tiny island bright. The parking lot is nearly empty, except for one old car, and above the roofline waiting, a field of scattered stars. Inside the radio is playing something soft and low, while refrigerators hum along in a steady glow. Ordinary places sometimes shine the most when the world grows quiet and the roads are almost closed. Starlight convenience store, awake while others sleep, keeping little moments people rarely keep. Every glowing aisle, every midnight tune. Starlight convenience store beneath the moon. A traveler buys a coffee, someone grabs a snack, then disappears into the night without looking back. Yet somehow those brief moments become part of the scene, like pages in a story no one else has seen. Not every landmark needs a famous name. Some become important simply by remaining. Starlight convenience store, standing all alone, making strangers feel at home before they're gone. Far beyond the shoreline, a lonely beacon stands, watching over darkened waters, guiding unseen hands. It never asked for gratitude, it never asked for praise. It simply keeps on shining through the foggy haze. Some nights feel like oceans, wide and difficult to read. That's when distant lights become exactly what you need. Even from afar, a single glow can guide across the open water through the tide. Sleepless lighthouse standing through the storm, keeping watch through every wave, keeping sailors warm. Every steady signal breaking through the blue. Sleepless lighthouse leads me through. Faces, the wind keeps changing songs, but the lighthouse keeps its promise all night long. Maybe strength is not about moving all the time. Maybe it is staying when the world declines. Not every journey needs a map held in your hand. Sometimes all you need is a light that understands. Sleepless lighthouse shining from afar, helping lost directions find out where they are. When the morning reaches across the quiet sea, sleepless lighthouse still will be. I could take the shortcut, be there in a while, but tonight the longer road feels a little more worthwhile. Streetlights stretch across the pavement like ribbons made of gold. Every block holds something different, every turn unfolds. The city tells its stories to anyone who stays, listening to its heartbeat through the winding ways. No destination changes, no ending rearranged, but the journey somehow feels completely changed. The long way home tonight, through avenues and lanes, past familiar buildings and unexpected frames. Every extra minute, every extra mile, the long way home feels worthwhile. A bakery preparing for tomorrow's early crowd, a lone musician practicing his melody aloud. Little scenes unfolding without a grand design, yet somehow they become the highlight of the night. Sometimes what we're seeking isn't waiting at the end. Sometimes it exists in roads that gently bend. The long way home tonight, under fading stars, finding little wonders exactly where they are. The air begins to cool a little, leaves prepare to turn. Summer lingers at the edges, reluctant as it burns. A bicycle moves slowly down an avenue of gold, carrying an afternoon too beautiful to hold. The shadows stretch much longer than they did before, as another season knocks upon the door. Nothing stays forever, the trees already know. That's why every passing day feels brighter and leave the playground. One by one at dusk, windows glow with amber colors, soft and full of trust. The world feels slower somehow, balanced in between the ending of one chapter and another unforeseen. Change your eyes so gently, most days we hardly see, until we're looking backward at what used to be. September bicycle gliding through the year, leaving quiet memories to revisit later here. September bicycle, gliding through the year. There's a sound that hardly matters until the room grows still, a page turning in the silence, following its will. Not loud enough to interrupt, not soft enough to hide, somewhere in the middle, like a slow and steady tide. Every chapter moving forward, one careful sheet at a time, building something larger without announcing its design. Nothing dramatic happens, nothing falls apart, just another page turning inside the heart. The sound of turning pages keeps the evening warm, small and ordinary, yet somehow reassuring. Every line behind me, every line ahead, the sound of turning pages fills the room instead. Notes and scattered dreams, all becoming neighbors between the seams. Some pages hold questions, some hold things I know, some simply remind me how much farther I can go. The turning never hurries, it never needs to race. Each page arrives exactly in its proper place. The sound of turning pages, following the night, quietly continuing beneath the lamplight. When the final chapter closes, another one begins. The sound of turning pages never truly ends. The credits faded long ago, but nobody stood up right away. Outside, the pavement still glowed from the storm that passed today. The theater doors swing open to a city washed in light, reflections stretching endlessly across the road tonight. A poster moves beneath the breeze at the corner of the square. flows quietly into your soul. Cinema after rain, neon on the street, holding on to moments that feel bittersweet. Every shining puddle, every passing frame. Cinema after rain stays the same. A bicycle rolls through colors painted on the ground. The city becomes a projector without making a sound. A melody from the movie returns unexpectedly, blending with the traffic lights and distant company. Maybe every evening leaves a scene behind, stored away somewhere inside the mind. Cinema after rain, glowing in the dark, turning ordinary corners into works of art. The harbor wears a silver coat under the afternoon. Boats sway gently with the tide beneath the drifting moon. Seagulls trace invisible paths across the cooling breeze, while distant ships become small dots beyond the edge of seas. Nothing seems in a hurry, nothing feels too far. The water gathers pieces of sunlight from afar. The horizon keeps extending further than I know, inviting every dream to quietly let go. Clouds over the harbor, floating slow and free, carrying reflections across the sea. Every changing shadow, every shifting hue, clouds over the harbor pull me through. The ropes along the docks hum softly with the wind, stories of departures and places people have been. The waves erase footprints before they settle on, teaching how to move ahead without holding on. Not every destination needs to be defined. Sometimes wonder is enough to occupy the mind. Clouds over the harbor, drifting through the day, leaving traces of calm before they fade away. The season feels temporary, like it knows it cannot stay. Yet every afternoon arrives as if it owns the day. Warm pavement after rainfall, open doors and distant songs, moments stretching comfortably as the evening rolls along. Nothing here is permanent, nothing needs to be. That's exactly why it matters a little more to me. Every passing sunset, every passing breeze feels like something borrowed, carried through the trees. Borrowed summer, stay a little while, leave another memory, leave another smile. Even if you vanish when the colder weather comes, borrowed summer still becomes. Old photographs in drawers, future memories in disguise, living in the present before they crystallize. Friends talking on sidewalks long after daylight ends, moments becoming stories before anyone intends. Nothing lasts forever, that was always true. Maybe that's the reason we hold on to you. Borrowed summer, golden and bright, drifting through the afternoons and into the night. When another season knocks upon the door, borrowed summer will remain once more. At the end of a narrow avenue, a little bookstore stands. Wooden shelves and paper scents, treasure stacked by careful hands. Dust dances through the sunlight, resting in the air. Every title holds a doorway, leading somewhere rare. The owner knows the regulars by faces more than names, while old clocks keep ticking softly through the changing days. Some places never hurry, some places never fade. They quietly keep stories long after they are made. Corner bookstore, waiting by the road, holding countless worlds within its gentle walls. Every worn out paperback, every faded spine. Corner bookstore feels like time. A forgotten note falls out from a novel left behind. Someone else's memory, another distant life. And somehow in that moment, the years begin to blend. Strangers separated by decades meet without intent. Not every adventure needs a train or sea. Sometimes turning pages is enough for me. disappears. Drops race across the glass tonight, drawing paths that disappear. Tiny rivers made of silver, shifting as the tracks draw near. Every station passes slowly, then dissolves into the dark, leaving only brief reflections, like a fading spark. Someone reading by the doorway, someone sleeping in their seat. Dozens separate destinations following the same heartbeat. No one knows each other, no one needs to speak. Still there's something comforting in journeys incomplete. Train window rain tonight, running through the view, turning distant city lights into something new. Every passing shadow, every blurred neon sign. Train window rain slows down time. Outside feels like watercolor, melting into shape. Buildings, bridges, avenues, sliding from the frame. The rhythm of the railway, steady underneath, carries every thought away, like a drifting leaf. Maybe every journey needs a little blur to remind us movement is what we're made for. Train window rain tonight, fading into dawn, leaving quiet memories long after it's gone. At the far end of the cafe, near the rain-streaked glass, there's a little wooden table, watching seasons pass. It has seen first conversations and long afternoons, students chasing deadlines under autumn moons. Coffee rings and notebooks, stories left behind, years of fleeting visitors passing through in time. Some places keep memories without saying a word, holding on to echoes that nobody heard. The last table by the window, looking out all day, watching strangers come and go, then drift away. Every scattered notebook, every steaming cup, the last table by the window never gives them up. Snow has touched the glass before. before. Spring has painted green, summer brought its golden glow, and everything between. Still the table patiently waits for someone new to spend another evening there, thinking something through. Furniture remembers more than people know. Through the changing weather and the years that flow, the last table by the window, quiet and unchanged, keeping countless memories neatly arranged. When the lights go out tonight and the cafe closes too, it will still be waiting there for someone passing through. The streets are nearly empty, storefront signs are dim, yet one machine keeps glowing like a lighthouse made of tin. Rows of colored bottles waiting patiently, reflecting little galaxies across the quiet street. A cyclist passes slowly, a taxi rolls away. The city seems suspended between tomorrow and today. Some lights stay awake long after others sleep, guarding tiny moments that people rarely keep. Midnight vending machine shining in the dark, a simple kind of comfort, a small electric spark. Every glowing button, every humming tone, midnight vending machine makes the night feel known. Someone buys a coffee, someone grabs a tea, tiny choices underneath the moonlit canopy. Nothing monumental, nothing grand or loud, just ordinary life outside the crowd. Maybe that's the beauty of these unnoticed scenes. The world keeps softly turning between the bigger dreams. Midnight vending machine, bright against the blue, keeping quiet company for travelers passing through. Rows of shelves grow quieter as the evening settles in. The last few readers gather their belongings from within. Books return to silence, chairs return to place. The room feels like it's exhaling at a slower pace. Outside, the world keeps moving with its endless urgency, but inside, something gentler still remains with me. 1,000 different journeys resting side by side, waiting for tomorrow with nothing left to hide. Library at closing time, soft and warm and still, holding countless voices beyond the windowsill. Every borrowed story, every worn out spine. Library at closing time feels like peace of mind. A forgotten bookmark waits inside a novel's page, like a tiny reminder of another age. The lamps begin to dim, one section at a time, as if the room itself understands the hour's chime. Knowledge never sleeps, even when the doors are closed. It simply waits in silence until someone comes close. Library at closing time, before the lights go low, keeping all its secrets for tomorrow's glow. Before the buses start their routes, before the cafes fill, before alarms begin to ring and windows light the hill, there's a brief and fragile moment, balanced in the air, where everything feels paused and nobody is there. The streets belong to sparrows, the sky belongs to dawn. The city hasn't fully woken, yet the night is nearly gone. A quiet kind of magic that vanishes too fast, a moment caught between the future and the past. Morning before the city, before the rush begins, holding all the silence beneath the waking wind. Every empty crosswalk, every sleeping sign. Morning before the city feels like borrowed time. The first train starts arriving, the first lights flicker on. Slowly the stillness breaks apart as darkness moves along. Yet for a few short minutes, the world is soft and clear, like it's taking one deep breath before the day appears. Not every beautiful thing lasts throughout the day. Some exist for moments, then quietly fade away. Morning before the city, gentle and bright, a final conversation between dawn and night. When the streets are crowded and schedules start to fly, I'll remember this calm hour as it passes by. Outside the branches shiver under clouds of gray, but inside rows of flowers quietly remain. Glass walls gather sunlight even on cold days, turning frost and silence into warmer shades. Tiny drops of water rest upon the leaves like miniature galaxies only gardeners see. Life continues are calm and clear, a different world assembled inside the atmosphere. Outside waits December, inside waits spring, separated only by a sheet of glass so thin. Hope is often quiet, it rarely needs display. Sometimes it is simply growth that chooses not to fade away. Winter greenhouse glowing through the longest snow, holding all the colors the season doesn't show. A shoebox in the closet, covered in a layer of dust, filled with places I once meant to tell somebody about. Pictures of quiet coastlines, mountain roads at dawn, little cafes by the rivers, long after summer's gone. Every postcard carries a message never written down, just a photograph in silence from another town. Names of distant stations printed on the back, tiny traces of a journey following a track. Not every memory needs a destination to arrive. Some remain unfinished, yet somehow stay alive. Postcards never sent, waiting through the years, holding little fragments of forgotten atmospheres. Every faded corner, every worn out view, postcards never sent still feel new. Hillside wrapped in mist, moments that existed once and somehow still persist. I can almost hear the streets beyond the paper frame. Though the city may have changed, I remember it the same. Maybe some stories are meant to simply stay, folded in a quiet box rather than sent away. Postcards never sent, sleeping in the dark, keeping old horizons safe inside their marks. The station sits beneath the clouds at the edge of town. Passengers arrive and leave as evening settles down. Announcements drift across the air, then vanish in the breeze. Suitcases and ticket stubs, traveling with ease. Every train suggests a place beyond the tracks ahead. 1,000 different stories by curiosity led. Departure has a beauty, arrival understands. Both are simply chapters written by our plans. Northern platform, waiting in the cold, holding dreams and destinations yet untold. Every distant headlight growing from afar. Northern platform knows where journeys are. checks a timetable, another reads a book. Some stare beyond the rails with a thoughtful look. The station lights begin to glow against the darkening blue, and every passing train carries something new. Maybe life is movement between what was and will be, a platform in the middle of possibility. Northern platform through the evening air, watching endless journeys disappear somewhere. A quiet avenue after midnight, windows glow and somewhere far away. Nothing urgent, nothing calling, just a little time to stay. There's a narrow street I visit when the city slows its pace. Rows of lanterns hanging softly, casting patterns through the space. Bicycles against the fences, shadows resting on the stone. Every corner feels familiar, yet I walk it on my own. The air carries distant laughter, fading somewhere out of sight, leaving only gentle echoes floating through the sleeping night. No destination waiting, no reason to rush through, just another quiet evening, opening a different view. Lantern Street, carry me past the noise I used to know, through the calm of midnight colors, moving slow. Every glowing window, every silent tree. Lantern Street stays with me. Old cafes with empty tables, curtains barely moving there, tiny reflections in puddles shimmer underneath the air. Someone left a handwritten message folded underneath the door. Though I never read the contents, I imagine something more. There's a comfort in the unknown, in the things I'll never see. Not every mystery requires an explanation given to me. Maybe that's the beauty of these moments passing by. Not everything needs answers, not everything asks why. The road continues onward, past another row of lights, and I continue with it through the quiet night. Lantern Street, carry me further than before, through familiar intersections, toward another door. When the morning finds me, I'll remember where I've been, walking through that gentle glow again and again. I wish I had a pocket large enough to keep all the little evenings that disappear in sleep. Conversations on a sidewalk, music from a room, street lights waking slowly as daylight leaves too soon. Tiny moments vanish faster than they should, yet somehow they remain exactly where they stood. Not in photographs, not in souvenirs, but somewhere deeper across the years. Pocket full of evenings collected one by one, holding bits of twilight after they are gone. Every quiet memory, every fading view, pocket full of evenings carries through. Bench beside a river, a rooftop after dark, the first light of a cafe sign leaving its mark. Ordinary moments rarely understand how important they'll become before they leave your hands. Maybe that's the reason we treasure them so much, because they're gone before we know how deeply they can touch. Pocket full of evenings hidden